Hi everyone. So my name is Charlotte Siraj and I graduated in 2020 in the spring. I was part of the management department and my pathway was international business management. So I'm from the US, Tulsa, Oklahoma specifically, and I now live in Salt Lake City, Utah. I'm doing a master's of international affairs and global enterprise. I work at the World Trade Center, Utah. Our mission as World Trade Center Utah is to help Utah businesses grow internationally. I started there as a consulting intern in the spring when I moved to Utah in January, but now I work there full time. We are a nonprofit and we're very small, so I wear a lot of hats. And so I do operations management, consulting, market research, administration, finance. What I find most enjoyable about my work, there are a lot of things. I think we are the point of contact for all things international in Utah for Utah businesses. So we host a lot of diplomats and consulates here from Peru, Israel, Somaliland, Angola, some places you wouldn't expect there to be a lot of trade between Utah and that country, but there is, and we want to make stronger relationships with them. So we get to stay up to date on current events like the global shipping crisis. We have a lot of companies that source out of China, and so they have had very disrupted supply chains because of the shipping crisis, and we're helping them to reroute and develop new sourcing strategies. So it's interesting to have international affairs from the news, from what I learned in my degree, play right into what I do for work. And I love that I get to work with both the private sector and its fast-paced environment, working with entrepreneurs, and work with the government and the public sector, which is a little slower paced, but you meet really interesting people from all around the world and a lot of dignitaries, and you learn a lot about other countries through them. So nonprofit work has been really rewarding, and it's cool to see the impact that we are able to make in Utah's economy as well as economies around the world. Royal Holloway has helped me in a lot of ways. I could honestly talk about this all day. I could talk about this all day because what I studied, international business management, dovetails really well with world trade and global affairs, and I wouldn't have been able to do that in the US. So that was really a good opportunity for me. I think that international student representation at Royal Holloway played a huge part and really shaped my worldview and cultural literacy. I think in my program, international business, it felt like 80% of our students were international students, and so that was a really good learning opportunity. I had group projects where we would all be from different countries. I could kind of reflect on how things were interpreted in our country versus someone else's, and that really helped me develop my cultural literacy. And that's super important now when I'm working on a very multinational team and doing a lot of cross-border interactions. That is critical knowledge to have. So I'm really grateful that I got that from Royal Holloway. I think the university does a good job putting on networking events where they bring recruiters in and they bring businesses that are doing grad schemes in and get you introduced to those people. So I know that Royal Holloway also does LinkedIn workshops where they help you fill out your LinkedIn. And we have entrepreneurial societies as well, like Enactus, which again is a great way to meet other students who are interested in business. And there are just so many good resources available through Royal Holloway, but also just online through societies where you can start building your network. And I hope that your university and professional careers are very successful, and I wish you the best of luck.